Welcome back to the Puyallup Hobby Hut. This past weekend, my wife and a few of our friends had an incredible time camping and watching Blink-182 at the Gorge Amphitheatre in Washington. Since it was our first time there, we wanted to share some pointers and tips on how to make the most of your camping and concert experience at the Gorge. Plus, I 3D printed some cool QR codes with Blink-182 logos on the front to pass around at the concert, linking everyone to our YouTube channel. Stay tuned for all the details. Our trip began in Tacoma, setting off on a bright and sunny morning. We joined I-90, heading east through the picturesque Snoqualmie Pass. The winding roads and lush green landscapes were the perfect backdrop for our journey, with each mile bringing us closer to the gorge and the highly anticipated Blink-182 concert. And of course, we made a few stops along the way. As you come down Silica Road, you'll turn left into the campground. Entry is allowed starting at 4 p.m., so plan to arrive a bit early to ensure a smooth check-in in a prime campsite. Just like with anything, the earlier you get there, the better. As you approach the first checkpoint, you'll be searched by drug dogs for guns, explosives, and drugs. They're not worried about weed, but they do want to ensure a safe and secure environment for everyone attending the concert. At the second checkpoint, you and your passengers will need to get out of the vehicle. They'll search the vehicle and use metal detectors on you. Once you're cleared, they'll guide you to your campsite. Each campsite in the standard camping zone is roughly 10 feet wide and 35 feet long. This size is ample enough to accommodate an SUV, a large tent, and a canopy, ensuring you have plenty of space for a comfortable camping experience. There are several camping options available at the Gorge Amphitheatre. General admission camping costs $100, providing basic amenities and a communal camping experience. There were plenty of restrooms, and it was perfect for us based on the price we were willing to pay. The only downside was the long walk to the concert venue during the concert. Premier RV camping is priced at $255, offering dedicated spaces for RVs with hookups. Terrace camping, priced at $429, offers elevated views and upgraded amenities. The highest tier option is Oasis camping, costing $799, providing luxurious accommodations and exclusive perks for a premium camping experience. We opted for standard camping, which provided a comfortable setup with ample space. Adjacent to us was the ADA camping area, which had only 3 campers out of approximately 400 spots. This area featured a luxurious air-conditioned bathroom facility, ensuring accessibility and comfort for all campers. Walking through the accessible campsites, you'll be guided to one of the general stores conveniently located nearby. Here, you could cool off in the 5-degree ice and beer cooler on a hot day and purchase a variety of items including food, drinks, sleeping bags, and more. At the center of the standard camping circle is the Pivot, a bustling hub featuring food trucks, shops, and showers open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. for $4 per use. On Saturday night, campers enjoyed a movie screening on the big screen, adding to the vibrant atmosphere. It was Guardians of the Galaxy. On the first night, the sunset at the Gorge was stunning. Despite the scorching 100-degree day, the temperature cooled down significantly by nightfall. Make sure you bring a warm sleeping bag, because it does get really cold. I was the first one up as usual, so I woke up, enjoyed watching the sunrise, and made a nice warm cup of coffee. And a Monster. After enjoying a hearty breakfast, we chatted with some locals who recommended Rattlesnake Cove as the perfect spot for swimming. I took a week to print over 200 Blink-182 logos and QR codes to pass out at the venue. so I used the chance to pass them out. Make sure if you find one to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It was already 100 degrees and Rattlesnake Cove was just a quick 10-minute drive away. Plus, re-entering the campsite once you leave was no problem at all. So we headed to Rattlesnake Cove to cool off. It was a long, windy road to get down to the cove, but I guess that's why they call it Rattlesnake Cove. The water was incredibly refreshing for a hot day, and the area was absolutely beautiful for swimming. We would highly recommend that little 10-minute detour to anyone visiting the area. Exploring Rattlesnake Cove was an unforgettable adventure during our recent camping trip to the Gorge Amphitheatre. Nestled along the serene water, surrounded by towering cliffs and lush greenery, the Cove offered us a tranquil escape and breathtaking views. We spent 2 hours soaking up the sun, swimming, and enjoying quality family time amidst nature's beauty. After a couple hours at Rattlesnake Cove, it was time to drive back to camp and prepare for the Blink-182 show. We started our 30-minute walk to the concert around 3 p.m. in the blazing heat of about 100 degrees. Fortunately, along the way, there was a hose spraying the path to cool us down as we walked. They do offer shuttles to and from the camping spots to the amphitheater. $10 one way or $20 round trip. Just check into it more when you get there because I had a hard time getting any of this information. We arrived at the gate promptly at 4 p.m. just as they began letting people in for the show at 7. We went through a metal detector and had our tickets scanned to enter the venue. We grabbed some food and drinks along the way, including $14 beers, $20 meals, and $10 energy drinks. If you really get desperate, you can sneak in alcohol inside of plastic bottles. Everything was going good until we hit a bottleneck to get into the actual concert area. We were packed shoulder to shoulder for an hour and a half until they finally let us enter to find our seats. That part was pretty rough. But all in all, it wasn't too bad, and in the end, it was worth the wait. Finally, we laid our blanket down at the top of the hill, just off the path, and settled in to enjoy the show. We decided it would be more convenient to be at the top, near the restrooms, drinks, and food, rather than climbing down for better seats and having to hike back up every time we needed to use the bathroom or get refreshments. I assure you, there was a lot of hammered people struggling to get up that hill. The Gorge Amphitheatre opened in 1986, with many famous bands playing here over the years and millions of fans enjoying shows here. It is often said to be one of the greatest venues in the whole United States. Landon Barker started the show with a short set, then it was on to Pierce the Veil until the final act came out, Blink-182. Here is a concise breakdown of the seating options and prices at the Gorge Amphitheatre. The lawn seats start at $105 a piece. The 200 section seats start at $215 a piece. And the 100 section seats start at $444 a piece. The show was fantastic. Blink-182 really delivered and the venue was stunning. One more thing, if you do decide to bring a chair, make sure that the spot you sit on is no higher than 9 inches. There she is. The sunset over the gorge was breathtaking, and experiencing the sheer expanse of the canyon was awe-inspiring. Overall, we had an amazing time and would strongly recommend it for anyone considering going to see a concert there. The only downside was the long, dark 30-minute walk back to our campsite, and by then, the showers were closed for the night. We ended up falling asleep and waking up early to pack up and head back home. On the way home, we made a stop at Vantage to take more pictures and enjoy the scenery before heading home. We hope you learned a few things from watching our video, and we hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to Puyallup Hobby Hut, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.